On June 28, 2007, Paige Birgfeld, a devoted mother, failed to return to her apartment, triggering a thorough investigation by the police department. What unfolded not only stunned Paige's family, but also captivated the entire nation. Born on April 27, 1973, in Atlanta, Georgia, Paige was the daughter of Frank and Suzanne Birgfeld, and she had one sibling, Craig Birgfeld. Growing up in Atlanta before relocating to Colorado, Paige married her high school sweetheart, Howard Ron Beegler, in 1995. However, their marriage dissolved due to disagreements about starting a family. Paige desired children, while Howard did not. After their divorce, Paige remarried Rob Dixon, a successful businessman, in 1998, and they shared a tumultuous 10-year marriage that produced 3 children, Jess, Taft, and Cole. June 28, 2007. Marked the last day anyone saw Paige Birgfeld. That afternoon, she spent time with her ex-husband, Howard Beegler, whom she had recently rekindled a relationship with. Following their outing, they parted ways, with Beegler later confirming a phone call with Paige around 9 p.m., during which she mentioned heading home and promised to text him upon arrival. However, Paige never contacted him. Concerned, Beegler attempted to reach her throughout the day, only to find her phone unreachable, leading him to visit her apartment 3 days later. Beegler was shocked when Paige's live-in nanny informed him that Paige hadn't returned home for 3 days. He immediately alerted Paige's parents and contacted the police, initiating an intense investigation that gripped the nation with its chilling details. The investigation into Paige Birgfeld's disappearance revealed a complex web of events and relationships. Authorities discovered that Paige was leading a double life, balancing her roles as a mother and businesswoman with a lucrative sideline in the adult entertainment industry. This revelation shocked those who knew her as a dedicated mother and active member of her community. In the days leading up to her disappearance, Paige had been communicating with several individuals, including clients from her escort service, as well as her ex-husband, Howard Beegler. Investigators delved into Paige's personal and professional life, uncovering financial struggles and potential motives for foul play. One particularly intriguing lead emerged when Paige's burned-out car was discovered in a remote area, adding another layer of mystery to the case. Forensic analysis of the vehicle provided limited clues, but investigators remained determined to unravel the truth behind Paige's disappearance. As the investigation progressed, attention turned to persons of interest, including Paige's ex-husband and others connected to her personal and professional life. Suspicion mounted as details of Paige's complicated relationships and financial troubles came to light. Despite extensive efforts by law enforcement and the community, Paige Birgfeld remained missing for over a year, leaving her family and friends grappling with unanswered questions and unresolved grief. The case garnered national media attention, drawing focus to issues of domestic violence, sex work, and the complexities of human relationships. Finally, in March 2009, a break in the case led authorities to the discovery of Paige Birgfeld's remains in a remote area of Colorado. The news sent shockwaves through the community, bringing a sense of closure to some while reopening old wounds for others. In the aftermath of Paige's tragic death, her family and loved ones struggled to come to terms with the loss of a beloved mother, daughter, and friend. The investigation into her murder continued, with authorities vowing to bring those responsible to justice. The legacy of Paige Birgfeld lives on through the memories of those who knew and loved her, as well as through ongoing efforts to raise awareness about issues of violence against women and the importance of supporting survivors. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Paige Birgfeld's parents, Frank and Suzanne, were devastated when their beloved daughter vanished. They played a significant role in raising concerns about the circumstances of Paige's disappearance, as they knew her to be a devoted mother who would never willingly abandon her children. Frank described Paige as incredibly loving and committed, stating that she would go to great lengths, even with broken limbs, just to be with her kids. This unwavering dedication to her children was well known among those close to Paige. Meanwhile, Paige's brother, Craig, a plastic surgeon specializing in facial reconstruction for children, immediately left his home in Seattle to support Paige's children in Grand Junction, Colorado. He and his wife, Claire, understood that Paige's top priority was always her children's safety and well-being. This knowledge further convinced investigators that Paige's disappearance was not a voluntary act, but rather the result of something preventing her from being with her children. Mesa County Sheriff Matt Wilkie took charge of the investigation, following the standard procedure of focusing on those closest to the victim and the last individuals to see her. Howard Beegler, Paige's ex-husband and the last person known to have seen her, was among the first to be questioned by the police. Despite being a potential suspect due to his proximity to Paige at the time of her disappearance, Frank Birgfeld emphasized in interviews that Howard Beegler was Paige's true love, and he believed Beegler would never harm his daughter. As the investigation progressed, it uncovered deeper insights into Paige's personal life, particularly her romantic relationships. Paige had remarried in 1998 to Rob Dixon, whom she met in 1997. Initially attracted to Dixon's outgoing personality and apparent success in business, Paige's father described their courtship as a whirlwind romance. However, after their marriage, Dixon's financial mismanagement and abusive behavior emerged. He squandered their wealth on failed investments, leaving Paige to struggle financially while also enduring emotional and physical abuse. The abuse eventually led to Paige divorcing Dixon in 2008, with the court mandating him to pay child support. However, Dixon contested the judgment, claiming Paige was financially stable and didn't require the support. Frank Birgfeld disputed this, asserting that Paige was indeed struggling to make ends meet. Dixon's abusive history, revealed after Paige's disappearance, further fueled suspicion surrounding his involvement in her vanishing. Initially considered a grieving ex-husband, Dixon's status shifted when a tip from someone close to him prompted the police to investigate him more closely. This development turned the investigation in a new direction, highlighting Dixon's potential connection to Paige's disappearance. Craig Birgfeld, while acknowledging Paige's love for her children, also expressed doubts about her financial stability, given her substantial mortgage payments and seemingly inadequate income from her dance school and kitchen appliance sales. Although he suspected Paige might have been involved in something else to make ends meet, he never imagined she would resort to escorting, especially considering her background. Paige's sister-in-law, Kaylee, shared her shock upon learning about Paige's past involvement in stripping and later escorting, which Paige admitted during a confrontation about her financial situation. This revelation stunned many, highlighting the stark contrast between Paige's public image as a responsible mother and her hidden life. The community's response to Paige's disappearance was nothing short of remarkable. Residents from all walks of life, spurred by a collective sense of concern and empathy, joined forces to aid in the search efforts. Under the leadership of individuals like Connie Fluke, who dedicated their time and resources to coordinating search teams, the community mobilized in a unified effort to locate Paige and bring her home safely. The outpouring of support and solidarity demonstrated the profound impact Paige had on those around her, as well as the unwavering commitment of the community to stand together in times of adversity. Despite the tireless efforts of search teams and the initial glimmers of hope sparked by their dedication, the eventual discovery of Paige's remains in 2012 cast a shadow of sorrow over her family, friends, and the entire community. The news of her tragic fate brought a sense of finality that, while devastating, also provided a semblance of closure to those who had been holding on to hope for her safe return. In the wake of this devastating revelation, law enforcement authorities intensified their investigation, meticulously piecing together clues and evidence in pursuit of justice for Paige. It was during this painstaking process that the focus of the investigation turned towards Lester Ralph Jones, a man with a troubled past and ties to Paige's escort services. The circumstantial evidence linking Jones to Paige's disappearance was compelling, with the discovery of her burned car near his workshop and his suspicious purchase of a burner phone on the day she vanished, painting a damning picture. Despite vehement denials and protestations of innocence from Jones, law enforcement remained steadfast in their pursuit of justice. In 2014, nearly a decade after Paige's disappearance, Jones was finally apprehended and charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping. The gravity of the charges against him was reflected in the staggering bail amount set at $2 million, underscoring the severity of the allegations and the determination of authorities to hold him accountable for his alleged crimes. While the evidence against Jones may have been deemed circumstantial by some, it was deemed sufficient for his incarceration as he awaited trial. His arrest marked a significant milestone in the arduous journey towards justice for Paige Birgfeld and her loved ones, offering a glimmer of hope amidst years of uncertainty and anguish. Though nothing could ever fully erase the pain of Paige's untimely passing, the apprehension of Jones provided a measure of closure for those who had been touched by her life and legacy. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the darker side of human nature and intrigued by the mysteries surrounding crime and murder, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest chilling cases and gripping investigations. Remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction, and there's always more to uncover. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.